Have you ever had that feeling, that sinking sensation in your gut that tells you something's not quite right? That the person you're talking to isn't being 100% straight with you? It happens everywhere, right? High-stakes business deals, quiet conversations at home. Well, today, we're diving into a guide that's all about turning that gut feeling into a crystal clear signal. It's called Trapping the Cunning Fox. Okay, let's just jump right in with a quote from the book that honestly is pretty shocking. It basically says, forget everything you thought you knew. Lying isn't some skill we pick up along the way. Nope. The book argues it's an instinct, something we're all born with. It completely flips the script on the idea that honesty is our natural default. And just how often are we dealing with this instinct? Well, according to the authors, we run into more than 200 different types of deception every single day. Just think about that for a second. That's sales pitches, what you see on social media, even the little casual chats with people you think you know. It's like this constant, invisible storm of dishonesty all around us. So the book doesn't just call this a minor problem. No, it frames it as a full-blown social pandemic. Let's dig into what that actually means for all of us. Here's the scary part. It's not just that deception is happening all the time. It's that we're getting used to it. We're becoming numb. It's almost becoming an accepted, maybe even expected part of how we interact. You know the old saying, buyer beware? Well, what is that really? It's us admitting that we expect to be misled in a transaction. That's the pandemic in action. So, okay, what's the big deal? Well, this pandemic has a cost, and it's not some abstract idea. It's a very real, very tangible price that hits our wallets, our careers, and yeah, our hearts. Let's really look at how high that cost can climb. Now check this out, especially when it comes to the workplace. The book cites research showing the average loss from employee fraud is around $31,000. Okay, that's a lot, but look what happens as you go up the ladder. If it's a manager, that number jumps to $250,000. And if it's an owner or an executive, it's a mind-blowing $1.2 million. It's pretty clear, the more trust you place in someone, the more it costs when that trust is broken. But you know, it's not just about money, is it? This number here, almost 60%, that's the divorce rate in Belgium, which was the highest in one particular study. And what does the book say is a huge driver behind all that heartbreak? You guessed it, deception. And that really is the bottom line. It doesn't matter if you're in a boardroom or your own living room, the ultimate price we pay for deception is the absolute destruction of trust. It just eats away at the very foundation of our most important connections, leaving behind a mess of financial loss and, honestly, just a lot of pain. But what if you could change that? What if you could actually protect yourself? What if you had the right tools to see through all the fog and noise? Well, that's exactly where this book comes in. It's not just here to point out the problem, it's here to give you a real, actionable solution. And here it is. Trapping the Cunning Fox. The way the authors position it, it's not just another book you read. It's a toolkit. It's an indispensable guide for navigating this crazy, deceptive world, designed to help you protect what really matters: your money, your relationships, and your own peace of mind.
And seriously, this thing is comprehensive. We're talking about mastering how to read facial expressions and nonverbal cues, understanding the tricky ways people use words to deceive, and then it applies all that knowledge to, well, pretty much every important part of your life: business, love, marriage, even understanding why and how children lie.
All right, so how does it actually work? This all sounds great, but what are the tools? Let's pull back the curtain just a little bit and take a peek at some of the powerful concepts you'll find inside. Okay, here's one of the coolest and most powerful tools in the whole book: spotting what are called microexpressions. These are these tiny, involuntary flashes of emotion on someone's face that last for less than a second. It's the real feeling they're trying to hide. And what makes them so powerful is that you can't control them. Your conscious brain can tell a lie, but your emotional brain, it leaks the truth. And this is exactly what that leakage looks like. On the left, you see that quick flash of fear, even if someone is telling you, oh yeah, I'm totally fine. On the right, you've got lip biting. That's a classic subconscious signal of stress, or that someone isn't quite confident in what they're saying. These are the little clues that liars just can't hide. It's their emotional brain taking over for a split second. But look, it's not about spotting just one little thing. The book gives you a super clear 3-step framework. First, you have to establish a baseline.
You need to know how someone acts when they're being normal and truthful before you can ever spot when they're not. Second, you look for clusters of cues. One sign doesn't mean anything, but lip biting, plus avoiding eye contact, plus fidgeting, okay, now that's a cluster that's telling you a story. And third, you always have to consider the context. Are they stressed because they're lying or just because it's a stressful situation? This simple framework is what turns a random guess into a really sharp observation. So after you've learned these skills, what does your life actually look like? Now, this isn't about becoming some cynical, suspicious person who doesn't trust anyone. It's actually the opposite. It's about becoming confident.
At its core, what this gives you is protection. By being able to see what someone's real intentions are, you can save yourself so much time, so much hard-earned money, and that deep, stinging disappointment that comes from being lied to. And here's the wild part. Learning how to spot deception can actually lead to more trust in your life, not less. Because when you can confidently tell the difference between truth and lies, you can invest your trust more wisely. You can build stronger, more authentic connections with people who are actually being honest with you.
So I'll leave you with the big question that really gets to the heart of what this book promises. Just imagine for a moment. What would your life be like? Your career, your relationships, your negotiations? What would it be like if you never had to guess the truth again?
If you're tired of guessing and you're ready to start knowing, then Trapping the Cunning Fox from the Human Behavior Academy is definitely your next step. It's your complete guide to mastering the incredible art of seeing the truth.